don't remember being hurt. That's what makes this so confusing. There was no moment you can point to, no clear trauma, just a quiet sense that something essential was missing. You learned early not to ask for much, not to take up emotional space. You became self-sufficient before you were ready, and everyone called it maturity. But here's the paradox. What once protected you is now what keeps you disconnected. You function well, you're reliable, you're calm in chaos, yet closeness feels strange, rest feels unsafe, and being deeply seen feels like exposure. This is the silent legacy of emotional neglect, not loud enough to be noticed, but strong enough to shape a lifetime. Emotional neglect isn't abuse, it's absence. It happens when caregivers consistently fail to notice, validate, or respond to a child's emotional world. Over time, the child's nervous system adapts to a dangerous belief. My feelings don't matter. I must handle everything alone. Psychology gives us language for this. Avoidant attachment forms when emotional needs are repeatedly unmet. The child doesn't stop needing, they stop showing it. Independence becomes armor. Hypervigilance develops next. Without emotional safety, the brain stays alert, monitoring tone, mood, rejection. You become skilled at reading others, but disconnected from yourself. And within the brain's default mode network, self-reflection turns into self-monitoring. Instead of compassion, there's control. Instead of curiosity, judgment. This isn't a personality trait, it's a survival strategy. The deepest cost of emotional neglect isn't pain, it's grief. Grief for the self that never fully emerged, for the needs that were never named, for the softness that never felt safe. So you adapted. You traded authenticity for acceptance, need for self-reliance, expression for composure. Carl Jung warned that what is not made conscious will be lived out unconsciously. Emotional neglect teaches you to live half-aware, present, but not fully inhabited. You may fear rest because stillness brings you face-to-face with unmet needs. You may fear judgment because no one taught you your feelings were valid. You may fear abandonment because emotional presence was never reliable. This is invisible grief, and it's heavy. Children who were emotionally neglected become adults who appear strong but feel alone. You might notice in relationships you struggle to ask for support. You minimize needs. Vulnerability feels unsafe. At work, you overfunction quietly. You tie worth to usefulness. Burnout feels normal. With boundaries, you tolerate too much. Saying no brings guilt. Emotionally, you analyze feelings instead of feeling them. Shutdown feels safer than expression. Identity, you know who you are in roles, but not in rest. Self-worth, you believe love must be earned by being low maintenance. These are not flaws, they are coping mechanisms, and what was learned for survival can be unlearned for connection. Healing emotional neglect isn't about fixing yourself, it's about reclaiming yourself. It begins with presence, inner child work, learning to name feelings without judgment, shadow work, meeting the needs and emotions you were taught to hide, nervous system regulation, teaching your body that rest won't lead to abandonment. Choose softness over survival, curiosity over control, presence over perfection. Rilke once wrote, "Live the questions now." Healing begins when you stop demanding answers and start offering yourself compassion. Remember this, the goal is not to be fixed, but to become whole. If this gave language to something you've always felt but never named, share it. And if you're unlearning silence, you don't have to do it alone.